consider in terms of the different routes that you're taking?
So routings can probably answer that better, but I'll explain the kind of process. So yeah, we had a big network. Just a big network of here's A, here's the B, we got to get there, right? You look at residentials, how many houses impacted. You look at environmental impacts. You look at construction restrictions as well. Those are some three drivers, the big drivers to it. So those are all utilized.
Okay. I should have asked before we started talking. Who do you work for?
So Worker Valley. I work with company CLS. We are the right-of-way vendor for the company.
Okay. And so, in acquiring right-of-ways, have you already started approaching individuals for right-of-ways for the property, or are you just proposing theoretical?
At this time, we are solely just getting the information from the public. We have not decided a route. We're gathering that information to help determine that.
And so, when you're considering the route you take, what types of impacts, besides just the things we've already listed, are you looking at? Like, for instance, what about the visual impact to areas of West Virginia that have scenic value to them, and the tourism impact that that would have on the economy?
West Virginia is a beautiful state, right? So we look at, absolutely. I'm born and raised here as well. So, it's a beautiful state. So we look at everything. Everything's taken into fact, and a lot of that even comes from landowners providing feedback, providing their concerns, providing their statements, and using that as a record. In parallel with engineering, construction and environmental concerns, and really try to gather all that information to create, what is the least impactful and the best route for everybody.
I had another question I'm trying to think of.
No, you're good. You're good. Take your time.
In the way that you're approaching the acquisition of the right-of-ways, I've already heard from one guy that eventually it will come down to eminent domain if that's what's necessary. Do you have a sense from the work you've already done on this of how many landowners are in favor of the right-of-ways and how many of them are in fight?
It's so early at this stage that to even speculate on that. So not at this time. We've got a lot of good feedback from the open houses, and some with concerns, and some with ideas and suggestions. So we've kind of got a lot of information gathered, and after all these open houses, and we're able to compile the comments and really take a look at it, I think we'll have a better understanding of it.
So I remember what the other questions I asked. So you've done right-of-way acquisitions before for similar kinds of projects, I assume. What is the property value impact, and what is the radius of that impact around these kinds of right-of-ways?
Yeah, it's so each property is so project specific. So how the line impacts one parcel may not impact it the same as your neighbors and so forth. So it's really hard to say a broad statement because it really is specific to the
Is there a range?
As far as the impact of the property?
Yeah.
Again, I think it really values. It depends on how it's impacting that specific parcel. We do market studies to calculate what that compensation should be for them, but to speculate on how that value is up or down on a broad statement, I no more specifics.
Is there a timeline on when the impact of the property values dissipates, or is it a permanent impact of the property value?
Again, I think that would just have to depend on how the property is impacted, on what that value decrease or increase would be. I'm not sure.
Thank you for your time.
No, thank you guys.